There is much excellent teaching in the church. And if you have taught for many years, you have been applying these principles whenever you have taught well. No matter how different we may be in talent or education or experience, these are principles that we should follow if we are to help others grow in faith and righteousness. For this program, we have chosen just 7 words to state these 3 principles. First, seek the Spirit. Second, love your students. And third, prepare. In the next few minutes, we will see how Jay Mitchell, Dorothea Logner, and Carl and Hank Emery learned that teaching is helping others learn and grow, and how by following these 3 principles, they found their own individual ways to accomplish the Lord's purposes.
Nephi tells us in the Book of Mormon that if we obey the commandments, the Lord will help us. In 1 Nephi 3:7, it says, Nephi 3:7, and it came to pass that I, Nephi, said unto my father, I will go and do the things which the Lord hath commanded. For I know that the Lord giveth no commandments unto the children of men. Kelly, I just can't do it. I just can't do it, Eldon.
You've only tried it 1 week.
Well, some things you find out real fast.
Things will get better, Jay, don't you think?
No, I don't think so. Some people shine in front of a classroom, and some people don't. Well, you know that. You're the Sunday school president. I just happen to be one of those who don't. I'm a farmer, not a teacher. It's as simple as that.
No, I've known you a long time, Jay. As long as I have, you know what I'm going to remember best about you?
What's that?
Your face at Dan Farley's funeral last year.
Dan was one of the best men I ever knew.
Cared a lot about you.
You know, when I was just a boy, he asked me to come work for him because he knew I needed a father. He taught me a lot about life. Right off, he taught me that growing up takes a lot of hard work, but he made it all seem a little easier when he let me take care of a new colt. You remember that little mare I had? I made about every mistake you could. Right off, I learned you can't train a colt to lead if you're being dragged behind it. I got skinned up a little, but I kept on going because it was worth it all. One day, I realized that Dan was keeping me from running wild. He was training me just like we trained that horse.
Tell me something. How do you think Dan would have done in a classroom?
No, not Dan.
You said he was the best teacher you'd ever had.
Well, not a classroom teacher.
You just taught me one of the best lessons I've ever had. Some of the teachers I have known, the good teachers, have been great with words, but most of them haven't. A great teacher is someone like Dan, someone like you, who finds a way to help people learn and grow.
Dan sure had a way of doing it.
Something I want to read to you. Something President Kimball said. What do I wish you to teach my grandchildren and all others? Above all, I hope you will teach them faith in the living God and in his only begotten Son. I hope that if any of God's children are out in spiritual darkness, you will come to them with a lamp and light their way. If they're out in the cold of spiritual bleakness with its frigidity penetrating their bones, you will come to them, holding their hands a little way. You will walk miles and miles with them, lifting them, strengthening them. No, Jay, the Lord didn't pick the wrong man for our 15-year-olds. You're the right man for the job. I feel it. The Lord knows it. I think only Jay Mitchell doesn't know it. Yet.
Now, Eldon, listen.
Kids in the ward need you. I think the Lord wants you to do for them what Dan did for you. Kind of the same sort of thing as Jesus did when he taught the gospel to the people. I'm not saying just how you're going to do it, but you're a prayerful man. You have the scriptures, church magazines. You have me to help you. And the manual is full of excellent ideas. I'll arrange for the opportunity for you to take the basic course. I know if you prepare yourself and search for it, you'll find a teaching style that fits you. You try it just a few more weeks.
You're a long ways from anywhere.
Yeah, I guess so. I just thought I'd walk home from school today.
I'm going right past your place. Want a lift?
Sure.
Well, Jay Mitchell's first attempt to teach his students may have been awkward and self-conscious, but with courage and practice, his self-esteem grew as his students felt of his sincere affection for them. He attended the Teacher Development Basic course and diligently prepared himself to do better through his prayers and study.
I hope it's free, because I don't want to go away.
Hi, kids.
Hi.
Listen, boys, the cold snap started before I thought it would. And I could sure use some help if you'd like to come out and pick a few apples.
I don't, I'll see if I can make it.
I hope that if any of God's children are out in spiritual darkness, you will come to them with a lamp and light their way. If they are out in the cold of spiritual bleakness, with its frigidity penetrating their bones, you will come to them holding their hands a little way. You will walk miles and miles with them, lifting them, strengthening them, encouraging them.
And thus they began to establish the order of the church in the city of Zarahemla. Kelly, come on up and give me a hand.
The purpose of gospel teaching is to help others grow in faith and righteousness. Each member can find his or her own teaching style in order to teach successfully. Seek the Spirit. Love your students. Prepare. In the story we have just seen, the teacher, Jay Mitchell, felt inadequate and uncomfortable teaching the 16-year-olds. We've all had similar feelings. A perceptive Sunday school president took the time and effort to encourage Jay and to counsel him. Jay followed that counsel and became a better prepared teacher with much greater confidence. The suggestion that Jay take the Teacher Development Basic course was vital and should be given special attention. This basic course was designed for all teachers, whether we are teaching at home, in a priesthood or auxiliary classroom, or in the mission field. The course presents fundamental principles of good teaching. Subjects include knowing and loving students, basic principles for teaching the gospel, methods of preparing and presenting the lesson, and fostering good classroom behavior. Opportunity is also provided for actual student teaching experiences. In the beginning, Jay Mitchell did not relate well to his students, nor did they relate to him. But as he took advantage of opportunities to show genuine concern and love for his students, both he and they quickly developed a sense of unity and fellowship. The proper attitudes now existed for excellent gospel teaching.
Segment number 1, Jay, the Sunday school teacher. How did Jay, the teacher, apply the following principles? Seek the Spirit, love your students, prepare. In what way did the Sunday school president assist Jay to become a better teacher? What other things might the teacher have done to make his teaching even more successful?